We first covered space junk back in December of 2012, and things have changed around here a little bit, but in space, they've only gotten worse. There are more than 500,000 pieces of space junk just floating around above you, totaling over 7,500 tons of stuff. It's not just spent rocket stages or dead satellites. There are bolts, flecks of paint, bits of shrapnel, and no matter the size, they're going thousands of meters per second waiting to collide with something important. Size doesn't really matter. There are more than 20,000 pieces of space debris larger than a softball, and so many, about 500,000, are just marble or larger sized pieces. And if any of these hit a spacecraft, they could cause some serious damage. So we have to clean it up. And when we talk about cleaning up space, what we really mean is one thing: nudging fast-moving space debris so it falls into Earth's atmosphere. From there, friction with the air will burn it up, or it can fall into the sea. But it's not actually easy. Any spacecraft planning to deorbit some junk will have to match the target's orbit, burn fuel to catch up to the speed of the junk, then grab it, which could be hard if it's tumbling out of control, then burn more fuel to slow it down. The now two spacecrafts have to be put into a decaying orbit that will cause the burn up or splash down of the junk. The European Space Agency is diving into this problem head first, launching a new robot spacecraft in 2024 called e.deorbit, pronounced e.deorbit. The ESA's craft will have a robotic arm or maybe a net, they're still planning this one out, and will catch one of their 8-ton derelict satellites. From there, it can slow, redirect, and burn it up, like I mentioned. They're not the only ones thinking that a net shape might be the way to go. A new space junk cleaner-upper called the Brane Craft takes this way further. It's basically just a membrane of solar panels and plastic with tiny rockets on it, like Aladdin's carpet. The 1-meter square craft is designed to envelop and redirect smaller pieces of junk, but you get how that works. The incredible thing here is just how thin it is. It's essentially the thinnest possible design. 2 special Captain plastic membranes with the fuel for the ionic liquid thrusters trapped in between in a 10-micron wide gap. The total weight, 35 grams. Super cool. They could stack these like pizzas and launch them all at once. It's ingenious, but of course, it's still in the planning stages, which is why this last one might be the most exciting for us, at least. The DSAT is a tiny Italian-made CubeSat launched on an Indian rocket in June 2017. It's basically a CubeSat with a D3 on it, a deorbit decommissioning device. The D3 is like a death engine. It has independent communication and power systems on board, and that way SAT manufacturers can just slap this little box on the side of their satellite, pre-planning for its death. Once the SAT is dead, the D3 can power up and send the craft to Davy Jones. It's not a solution for the junk up there now, but it could reduce future junk. Of course, these are only proof of concepts. That big ESA mission, the 2024 launch, it's just a test to see if the net is the best way to go, and then how to maybe burn up the tech. Hopefully a private company will see the results and take on the challenge. But there are tons of other plans out there. These are just some of the more fun ones. According to Benjamin Bastida, space junk expert for the ESA, even if we stopped going to space now, in 200 years, the large pieces of space junk will break into hundreds of thousands of smaller pieces. This could potentially make space unusable. Luckily for us, some of the most creative and perspicacious minds on the planet are working this shiz out. Even if we stop going to space now, we'll still have to deal with space junk. So do you have a favorite plan to stop it? Tell us about it down in the comments. Did you know that Mars could maybe have an atmosphere again? There is a crazy NASA plan to do just that. Watch our video about it right here. I love this video, it's so cool. Please subscribe for more Seeker and come find me over on Twitter to suggest new topics or just say hi. Thanks for watching.